Welcome back to Reviewed Chemistry, and I believe you have seen the previous video. Today, we'll be looking at empirical formulas and molecular mass in the same calculation system. So, if you look at the board, we see the question there. A sample of organic compound shown to contain 89.9% carbon, 6.5% hydrogen, and 3.2% oxygen. And we're given a mass of carbon to 12, hydrogen as what? 1, and oxygen as what? 16. So, having done that, all the questions here calculate what? The empirical formula. And if the relative molecular mass is 60, what is the molecular formula of the core? A, the relative molecular mass is 60. What is the molar formula of the compound here? So, like we did in our previous video, first of all, you have to calculate what empirical formula. And if you have not seen the previous video, please ensure that you visit that video for better clarifications. So let's start the operation now. So first thing, you are seeing K elements present in compound. So you have what? You have carbon, you have hydrogen, and you have what? Oxygen. Then what is what called the elements? Now, the next thing that comes to your mind is what? The compositions. What was the compositions of these elements? What is the composition of these elements? Now, here you have that for carbon, they have 89.9%. Hydrogen have 6.9%. And oxygen have the 3.2%. The next that comes to your mind is the relative atomic mass or relative molecular mass. So we say divide by RAM. That is relative atomic mass. So relative atomic mass of carbon is 12. So 39.9 divided by 12. And the mass of hydrogen is 1. So 6.9 all over 1. And 53.2% divided by mass of what? Oxygen, which is what? 6K. Haven't done that. So you divide them based on their mass numbers. Use the mass, the atomic mass, to divide the compositions. So 39.9% divided by 12 is what? What do you have there? 3.325. 6.3 divided by 1, 6.9. Why 53.2% divided by 60 is what? So 3.325. So when you approximate, you have what? When you approximate it, you have 3.33, 6.90, and you have 3.33. So the next step you follow, divide by the smallest number. So you divide with the smallest number. That is, the smallest number here is 3.33. So 3.33 all over 3.33. And 6.90 divided by what? 3.33. And divided by what? 3.3. So when 3.33 is divided by each other, you have what? 1. And here you have what? 6.97 divided by 3.33. Give us what? 2 point what? 2.07. Then here, when 2 divide, you have what? 1. So here, the ratio will be 1. Yet 1 ratio 2 ratio what? 1. That is approximately. When you take approximation, when you approximate, you have to the nearest what? Integer. The nearest integer. That's the whole number. You have what? 1, 2, and what? 3. So the empirical formula now will be, at the end of our calculation, report the empirical formula give to report the actual or the smallest ratio of the compositions present. So carbon like made of this calculation, so that carbon is only 1, hydrogen is 2, and oxygen is what? Only 1. That's all the first question on the word. Roman to the world. The Roman to the says the molecular formula. The molecular formula will be CH2O equals to what? 60. Because here, remember we said that, but if the relative molecular mass is 60, what is the molecular formula of the compound? So if this is 60, remember that this is what? 60. So if it is 60, you have to calculate it based on this number of ratios. So you equate this to what? The number of 4 Avogadro's number or mole ratio. So that you will look for the molecular mass of CH2O. That will be equals to 12. The mass of carbon is 12 plus the mass of hydrogen is 1 times 2 plus 16. All to the bracket of n equals to about 60. So that equals to 12. 1 times 2 plus 2 plus 16, which is the bracket of what? N equals to what? 60. Then 12 plus 2 plus 16 give us what? 30. So 30n, we open the bracket, equals to what? 60. When you make n subject to the formula, you realize that n equals to what? 60 over what? 30. So that n will be equals to what? 2. Therefore, the molecular formula will be now will be equals to CH2O into the bracket of what? Remember that n now is 2. So whenever you see n, you put 2. So 2 here now. So this is to put the bracket, we realize it equals to 2 times carbon, give you C2. Then this times this give us what? H4 to everything. And 2 times this oxygen give us what? O2. So this is what? How to calculate what? The molecular formula. Don't forget to like, share, comments, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you in our next video.